Kidney, here kidney, a pair bean-shaped organ located in regions of lower back. Okay, a pair bean-shaped organ located in the regions of the lower back. Okay, kidney will be connected with ureter. Function of kidney for urine formation. So urine will be stored in the bladder via ureter. Okay, kidney, function of kidney for urine formation. Urine will be sent to bladder where we store the urine, collect urine and store urine, and then via ureter. And then urethra is urine leave the body through this duct. Okay, repeat again. Kidney, a pair bean-shaped organ located in region of lower back. Okay, for kidney, function of kidney, the first one, formation of urine. Urine will be sent to bladder via ureter. And then urethra, it will urine leave the body through this duct. Okay, kidney, a pair bean-shaped organ, located in the region of the lower back. Ureter, urine exists in the kidney through this duct. Bladder, collect the urine from both kidney via ureter, and urethra, urine leave the body through this duct. I repeat again. Kidney, a pair bean-shaped organ located in region lower back. Ureter, urine this kidney to this duct, sent to the bladder. Bladder collect the urine. After that, urethra, urine leave the body through this duct. Structure of kidney. Okay, renal tissue is divided into renal cortex, outer region here, and renal medulla inner region. Okay, renal tissue is divided into renal cortex, outer region, and renal medulla inner region. Packing both regions are microscopic tubule we call as nephron. I repeat again. Renal tissue is divided into renal cortex, outer regions, and renal medulla inner region. Packing both regions are microscopic tubule we call as a nephron. Okay, structure of nephron. Okay, nephron consists of glomerulus. Okay, and this one, glomerulus is within Bowman capsule here. Bowman capsule. Inside Bowman capsule, we have a highly coil of glomerulus. And we move here is proximal convoluted tubule. And here we call it as loop of Henle. Consists of descending limb and ascending limb. Here we call as distal convoluted tubule, and the last structure is collecting duct. I repeat again. Structure of nephron. Here we have a Bowman capsule. Inside Bowman capsule we have a glomerulus and proximal convoluted tubule, and loop of Henle consists of descending limb and ascending limb, and we have a distal convoluted tubule, and the last one is collecting duct. Okay, now nephron with associate with blood vessel. Nephron associate with blood vessel. Move to first one is renal artery. Okay, what is renal artery? Blood enter the kidney by renal artery from aorta. From aorta means that it supply oxygenated blood from aorta to kidney. Okay, renal artery, blood enter the kidney by the renal artery from aorta. Aorta means that it supply oxygenated blood from aorta to kidney. It's branched into efferent atrial. Here, blood enter the kidney via renal artery. It will bring the oxygenated blood from aorta, and then from branch into efferent atrial. Okay, so efferent atrial here, it will brings blood towards Bowman capsule. Okay, efferent atrial, it will bring blood towards capsule called Bowman capsule here. Okay, and this Bowman capsule is dividing to form a networks of capillaries we call as a glomerulus. I repeat again, renal artery, it will bring the oxygenated blood from your aorta to kidney. Okay, so it branch into efferent atrial. Efferent atrial, it will brings blood towards a cup we call as Bowman capsule, and this Bowman capsule dividing to form a networks of capillaries we call as a glomerulus. I repeat again, renal artery, blood enter the kidney via renal artery from your aorta. Of course, it will bring oxygenated blood, branch into efferent atrial. Efferent atrial, it will bring blood towards the hollow cup we call as Bowman capsule, and Bowman capsule dividing to form a networks of capillaries we call as a glomerulus. Okay. Atrial brings blood towards each hollow capsule called Bowman capsule, dividing to form a networks of capillaries we call as a glomerulus. Okay, from efferent atrial that receive blood from renal artery, it will bring to a Bowman capsule, and Bowman capsule dividing to form a glomerulus. Okay, blood leave the glomerulus in an efferent atrial. Efferent atrial. And efferent atrial is narrower than efferent atrial. Okay, efferent atrial, it will bring blood towards Bowman capsule and develop into glomerulus, and it will the blood leave the glomerulus in efferent atrial. Efferent atrial is narrower than efferent atrial. Diameter efferent atrial lebih kecil daripada efferent atrial. Okay, ini tak payah. Okay, and then here we have a Vasa recta. Vasa recta is capillaries of Vasa recta run parallel into loop of Henle and collecting duct. Awak perlu tahu structure saja. Ini adalah Vasa recta. Okay, and the last one is renal vein. Okay, blood leave the kidney through renal vein. Okay, blood leave the kidney through renal vein. Okay, repeat again. First one is renal artery. Blood enter the kidney. It will bring oxygenated blood into kidney from your aorta, branch into efferent atrial. Efferent atrial, it will bring blood towards Bowman capsule, dividing to form a network of capillaries we call as glomerulus. Okay, blood leave the glomerulus into efferent atrial. Efferent atrial is narrower than efferent atrial. And then we have a Vasa recta here. Vasa recta. And then we have a renal vein. Blood leave the kidney through the renal vein to inferior vena cava. Okay, urine formation. Okay, urine formation involve three processes. The first one is ultrafiltration. The second one is reabsorption, and the third one is secretion. Okay, in urine formation involve three processes. The first one is ultrafiltration. The second one is reabsorption, and the third one is secretion. Okay, so we move first to ultrafiltration. Okay, ultrafiltration occur at glomerulus. Okay, ultrafiltration occur at glomerulus. Okay, so now what is mean by ultrafiltration? Ultrafiltration is the forced removal of all substance or fluid from the blood, from oxygenated blood, all fluid from the blood into lumens of Bowman capsule except red blood cell and plasma protein. Okay, I repeat again, what is mean by ultrafiltration? Ultrafiltration is the forced removal of a fluid from the blood into Bowman capsule except red blood cell and plasma protein due to high hydrostatic pressure. Okay, I repeat again, ultrafiltration occur at glomerulus. What is meant by ultrafiltration is the forced removal of all substance or fluid in the blood except plasma protein and red blood cell due to high hydrostatic pressure. Example, water, sodium chloride, bicarbonate ion, H+, urea, glucose, amino acids and drugs will enter the Bowman capsule except red blood cell and plasma protein. It's entered due to first one is due to high hydrostatic pressure. Okay, why it will form high hydrostatic pressure? Because a diameter of efferent is efferent here. Okay, efferent is narrow compared to efferent atrial. Efferent atrial is narrow than efferent atrial. That's why it will form high hydrostatic pressure in glomerulus due to wider efferent atrial compared to efferent atrial. Okay. Maknanya, kenapa dia boleh melakukan proses atrial filtration disebabkan diameter efferent atrial ini lebih besar daripada efferent atrial. Seterusnya, dia akan membentuk high hydrostatic pressure. Okay, so ulang balik. Pertama ialah urine formation ialah atrial filtration. Okay, atrial filtration occur at the glomerulus. Hafal maksud dia, apa maksud atrial filtration? Forced removal of all substance in the blood, all the fluid in the blood except red blood cell and plasma protein. Okay, due to high hydrostatic pressure. Kenapa menghasilkan high hydrostatic pressure? Because of diameter efferent ini lebih besar daripada diameter efferent. That's why dia akan membentuk high hydrostatic pressure. Okay, filtrate ni contohnya yang dah masuk ni kita panggil sebagai filtrate. Okay, filtrate ni ada water, sodium chloride, bicarbonate ion, H+, urea, glucose, amino acids and drugs. Semua akan masuk ke Bowman capsule, ke glomerulus, dia akan masuk ke tubul ini sebagai filtrate. Okay. Tengok at the glomerulus, high hydrostatic pressure in glomerulus due to wider, lebar, efferent atrial ni lebih lebar daripada efferent atrial, it will form filtrate. Okay. Yang pertama. Yang kedua, yang boleh menyebabkan berlakunya atrial filtration ini ialah, okay, dia ada highly coil of glomerulus. Highly coil of glomerulus. Highly coil of glomerulus ini, dia akan increase surface area. Okay, last surface area because of highly coil of glomerulus. Ingat yang pertama, due to high hydrostatic pressure because of efferent atrial ini lebih lebar daripada efferent atrial. Dia bentuk high hydrostatic pressure. Yang kedua, faktor kedua ialah highly coil of glomerulus. Okay, dia akan increase surface area. Dan yang ketiga, faktor ketiga ialah dia ada satu struktur kita panggil sebagai podocyte. Okay, podocyte. This podocyte ini dia bertindak sebagai, dia akan surround the glomerulus. Dia akan surround the glomerulus dan dia permeable kepada water and small solute but not to blood cell or large molecules such as plasma protein. So, ulang balik yang pertama ialah due to high hydrostatic pressure because of diameter efferent lebih besar daripada diameter efferent. Itu pertama. Yang kedua ialah highly coil of glomerulus. Dia akan provide more surface area. Dan yang ketiga dia ada podocyte. Podocyte ini dia akan surround the glomerulus dan apa function podocyte ini? Dia permeable kepada water dan juga small solute but not to blood cell and large molecules such as plasma protein. Okay, so ada 3 faktor yang menyebabkan boleh berlakunya proses atrial filtration pada glomerulus. Yang pertama, faktor pertama ialah high hydrostatic pressure because of Efferent atrial ini lebih lebar, lebih wider compared to efferent atrial. Okay, yang kedua ialah large surface area because of a highly coil of glomerulus. Dan yang ketiga ialah dia ada podocyte. Podocyte ini dia akan surround the glomerulus. Dia permeable kepada water dan juga small solute but not to blood cell and a large plasma protein. Okay. Saya ulang balik. Yang pertama ialah awak ketahui ialah apa itu atrial filtration. Okay, atrial filtration occur at where? Occur at glomerulus. Okay. Apa maksud atrial filtration? Is the forced removal of fluid from the blood or the fluid from the blood will enter the Bowman capsule except, remember, red blood cell and plasma protein. Okay, due to high hydrostatic pressure because of wider efferent atrial compared to efferent atrial. It will create high hydrostatic pressure, the first one. The second one is highly coil of glomerulus. Highly coil of glomerulus, it will provide more surface area. And the third one is high permeability of glomerulus due to podocyte. Podocyte it will surround the glomerulus, which are permeable to water and small solute, but not to red blood cell and plasma protein. Okay, we finish about atrial filtration. They occur in glomerulus, and then it will form filtrates. In filtrate, we have all substances such as glucose, amino acids, sodium chloride, water, and nutrient whatsoever. It will enter the proximal tubule. At proximal tubule, what happen is two process. The main process occur at proximal tubule is reabsorption. Okay, what is mean by reabsorption? Okay, for example, sodium chloride, water, nutrient, K+, and bicarbonate ion, it will move out from kidney tubule here, and then it will enter the peritubular capillaries, and from peritubular capillaries it will send to renal vein, where these substances will enter the blood circulation. Back to your blood circulation. Okay, I repeat again. Reabsorption is the process where glucose, amino acids, vitamins, sodium chloride, and bicarbonate ion, by using active and passive transport, water by using osmosis, it will enter back your blood circulation through peritubular capillaries and renal vein. Through peritubular capillaries and renal vein. Okay, that's the main process occur at proximal tubule is reabsorption. Okay, so ada juga berlaku proses secretion. Secretion dia terbalik daripada reabsorption. Kalau reabsorption, bicarbonate ion, sodium chloride, water whatsoever ini dia akan keluar daripada kidney tubule, masuk balik kepada blood circulation. Secretion ialah H+ dan juga ammonia ini dia akan masuk dalam awak punya kidney tubule awak. Okay, akan masuk dalam kidney tubule. That is mean by secretion. Okay, H+ and ammonia will secrete into the kidney tubule here. Reabsorption, bahan-bahan tadi dia akan keluar daripada kidney tubule back to your blood circulation. Tapi untuk secretion, H+ dan juga ammonia ini dia akan masuk dalam kidney tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule ada factors yang mempengaruhi kecekapan dia untuk membuat proses reabsorption. Factors that increases reabsorption efficiencies by tubule. Yang pertama ialah proximal convoluted tubule ini long and winding. Long and winding akan provide high surface area, longer time for reabsorption. I repeat again. The first factors that increase the absorption's efficiency, the first one is proximal convoluted tubule has long and winding, and it will provide high surface area, longer time for reabsorption. The first one, long and winding. Second one is it's one cell ticks for efficient for diffusion. Okay, it have a one cell tick for efficient for diffusion. Okay, the third one is have a macrovilli. Macrovilli, it will increase surface area when contact with the fluids. The first one is long and winding. Second one is one Celtic, efficient for diffusion. And the third one is have microvilli, increase surface area. And the last one is abundance of mitochondria, supply energy for active transport. Again, the first one long and winding, proximal convoluted tubule long and winding. Okay, the second one is one Celtic, efficient for diffusion. The third one is have microvilli, increase surface area. And the fourth one is abundance of mitochondria, supply energy for active transport. Okay, so at proximal convoluted tubule, the first one, what you have to know what is mean by reabsorption, glucose, amino acids, vitamins, sodium, chloride ion, K plus, and bicarbonate ion. It will transport back to your blood circulation. So meaning that these all substances, it will move out from kidney tubule here, move to peritubular capillaries, and move to renal vein back to your blood circulation by using either active transport and or passive transport, water by using osmosis. Okay, so now there are four factors that affects the efficiencies of proximal convoluted tubule in reabsorption. The first one is long and winding, provide more time for reabsorption. Second one is one Celtic, easy for diffusion, efficient for diffusion. The third one have a microvilli, increased surface area. And the last one is abundance of mitochondria to provide energy for active transport. Okay, we finished about proximal convoluted tubule where reabsorption occur and the filtrate move down to loop of Henle. Loop of Henle consists of descending limb and ascending limb. Okay, the process we call as countercurrent multiplier. What is meant by countercurrent multiplier? Okay, countercurrent multiplier is fluid move down to descending limb and fluid move up to ascending limb. Fluid move down, fluid move up, countercurrent. Okay, multiplier mean that when the filtrate flow down to descending limb, sodium chloride become concentrated. Kepekatan sodium chloride akan bertambah. Apabila fluid flow up, kepekatan sodium chloride akan berkurang. Okay, ulang. Countercurrent multiplier. Fluid move down descending limb. Okay, fluid move down to descending limb. Okay, countercurrent fluid move down to in the descending limb and fluid move up in ascending limb. Okay, multiplier fluid move down, the sodium chloride become concentrated. Okay, and then fluid move up, the sodium chlorides become less concentrated. I repeat again, countercurrent multiplier. Countercurrent meaning that fluid move down in descending limb, fluid move up in ascending limb. Okay, multiplier, flow down descending limb become sodium chloride become concentrated, and fluid flow up, sodium chloride become less concentrated. Why? Because descending limb loop of Henle is permeable to water. So what happened is permeable to water. So reabsorption of water occur at descending limb. Okay, descending limb wall very high permeable to water. Water diffuse out from the filtrate by osmosis. Okay, here water diffuse, sodium chloride become more concentrated, increase the osmolarity. What is mean by osmolarity? The concentration of solute. If less concentration of solute, low osmolarity. If more solute, mean that high osmolarity. So after water is moved out, reabsorption of water occur at descending limb because wall of descending limb is permeable to water. So reabsorption of water occur at descending limb. So inside this kidney tubule, we have a more sodium chloride until here. The highest one is here. Sodium chloride is highest one. High osmolarity. Osmolarity means that the concentration of solute is very high. Okay. Low osmolarity, kurang solute. Kalau high osmolarity, banyak solute. Okay, I repeat again. Countercurrent multiplier. Countercurrent, fluid move down in descending limb. Fluid move up in ascending limb. Multiplier, filtrate flow down. The sodium chloride become concentrated. Banyak sodium chloride because water dah keluar. Okay, fluid flow up. Sodium chloride become less concentrated. Okay. Okay, kenapa dekat uh, descending limb air keluar? Because of wall of descending limb is permeable to water. Water diffuse out by osmosis. Okay, sodium chloride become more concentrated hingga dia ada high osmolarity. High osmolarity maknanya high solute. Low osmolarity, kurang solute. Okay, so kat sini pula dekat ascending limb, wall of ascending limb is permeable to sodium chloride. So meaning that sodium chloride will be reabsorbed here, will be reabsorbed back here. That's why less concentrated of sodium chloride because sodium chloride akan keluar. Okay, okay, lower half sodium chloride akan keluar guna passive transport. Okay. Upper half sodium chloride akan keluar guna active transport. Okay, I repeat again. Descending limb, the wall of descending limb is permeable to water. Okay, wall of ascending limb permeable to sodium chloride. Okay, so bila permeable to water, water will reabsorb back to blood circulation via vasa recta. Okay, sini ada vasa recta, masuk kepada renal vein, back to your blood circulation. Okay, so sampai bawah ini, apa berlaku? Dia ada high osmolarity because water dah keluar. Apa berlaku? Sodium chloride akan banyak dekat filtrate ini. Okay, so dia ada high osmolarity. Apa maksud osmolarity? Okay, bila high osmolarity, maknanya dia ada high solute. Okay, move kepada ascending limb. Okay, lower half, the wall of ascending limb is permeable to sodium chloride. Okay, lower half sodium chloride akan keluar. Reabsorption of sodium chloride occur by passive transport. Okay, upper half reabsorption of sodium chloride occur by active transport. So mean that less concentrated. Sodium chloride become less concentrated. So daripada awal lah. Countercurrent multiplier. Okay. Filtrate will move down in descending limb. Filtrate will move up in ascending limb. Multiplier mean that descending filtrate flow down, the sodium chloride become concentrated. Filtrate flow up, sodium chloride become less concentrated. Why? Because of descending limb of loop of Henle, the wall of descending limb is permeable to water. Water will reabsorb, keluar, back to vasa recta, back to renal vein. Okay, back to your blood circulation. Reabsorption of water occur at descending limb loop of Henle sampai dia menghasilkan, bila banyak air keluar, apa berlaku? Sodium chloride akan concentrated dekat kawasan ini. Okay, sampai dia ada high osmolarity. High osmolarity maknanya high solute dalam filtrate. So, sampai ke ascending limb loop of Henle, The wall of ascending loop of Henle is the other permeable to sodium chloride. Okay, lower half, reabsorption of sodium chloride occur by using passive transport. Okay, upper half, the wall of sodium chloride is occur reabsorption of sodium chloride occur by using active transport. So sodium chloride become less concentrated. Okay, function loop of Henle. The first one and the second one conserve water and create water potential gradient between the filtrate and the medulla due to reabsorption of a water at descending limb loop of Henle. So, reabsorption of water at descending limb loop of Henle cause a conserve water and then create water potential gradient between filtrate and the medulla. And then the second one, the third one is a create high concentration of sodium chloride in the interstitial fluid in the medulla of the kidney here because of reabsorption of sodium chloride occur at ascending limb of Henle. So what happens? Sodium chloride is higher at this region, at this interstitial fluid of medulla. Okay, I repeat the first one, function loop of Henle. The first one is conserve water. The second one, create water potential gradient between filtrate and the medulla. And the third one, create a very high concentration of sodium chloride at in the interstitial fluids in the medulla of the. Okey, masuk kepada distal tubule. Ingat, saya ulang balik, pada pertama ialah glomerulus, occur atrial filtration. Proximal converted tubule berlaku reabsorption and secretion, but 80% reabsorption. And then masuk kepada descending limb loop of Henle berlaku reabsorption of water. And then masuk kepada ascending limb loop of Henle berlaku reabsorption of sodium chloride. And then distal tubule, okay, akan berlaku 80% akan berlaku proses secretion. Okay, apa maksud secretion? H plus dan K plus dia akan masuk dalam awak punya kidney tubule. Okay, untuk dibuang melalui urine formation. Okay, K plus dan H plus akan masuk ke dalam kidney tubule. Secretion K plus and H plus by active transport for blood pH regulation. And then reabsorption berlaku juga, iaitu sodium chloride, water and bicarbonate ion. Okay, saya ulang balik. Secretion maksudnya ialah benda daripada interstitial fluid ini dia akan masuk dalam kidney tubule untuk dibuang melalui proses pembentukan urine. Okay, so K plus yang H masuk supaya untuk blood pH regulation. Okay, yang berlaku paling banyak sini ialah secretion. Okay, berlaku juga reabsorption iaitu sodium chloride, water and bicarbonate ion. Okay, the last one is regulation of water by ADH. Is it produce concentrated urine ataupun dilute urine? Okay, first one, low intake of water. Okay, low intake of water, it will detect by osmoreceptor in hypothalamus. Okay, detect by osmoreceptor in hypothalamus. Okay, the posterior pituitary gland secrete more ADH. So the main targets of ADH is collecting duct. Okay, so what happened when ADH reach the kidney? Is the main target is collecting duct. Make the collecting duct more permeable to water. Okay, once more permeable to water, it will produce small volume of concentrated urine are produced. Dia kita bila kurang minum air kencing kita akan jadi pekat. Kenapa? Sebab inilah. Sebab low intake of water, they increase blood osmolarity. Okay, bila increase blood osmolarity, detect by osmoreceptor in hypothalamus. So, osmoreceptor in hypothalamus is stimulate posterior pituitary gland to secrete more ADH. Bila banyak ADH, dia akan target dekat collecting duct. Collecting duct akan absorb more water. Bila absorb more water, increase water reabsorption, dia akan menghasilkan concentrated urine ataupun air kecil yang pekat. Okay. Ulang balik. Yang pertama ialah low intake of water, increase blood osmolarity. Okay. So, detect by osmoreceptor in hypothalamus, stimulate posterior pituitary gland to secrete more ADH. Apa yang A dia akan buat, dia akan pergi kepada collecting ducts. Dia akan menyebabkan collecting duct more permeable to water. Bila more permeable to water, what happen is increase water reabsorption, small volume concentrated urine are produced. Okay, itu untuk low intake of water. That's why air kencing kita akan jadi pekat. Okay, high intake of water, it reduce blood osmolarity. Osmoreceptor in hypothalamus, it will stimulate posterior pituitary gland to secrete less ADH. Bila less ADH pergi kepada collecting duct, akan berlaku less water reabsorption. Okay, so what happen is large volume of urine will be produced. Dilute urine will be produced. Okay, high intake of water, reduce blood osmolarity. It detect by osmoreceptor in hypothalamus. It stimulate a posterior pituitary gland to secrete less ADH, causing collecting duct is less permeable to water, less water reabsorption. Okay, it will produce large volume of dilute urine is produced.